Alright, welcome back. This section is dedicated for the front end. I will not take a lot of time to design this front end. I'll make some simple bootstrap cards for each tool that we are going to build in this course, and you can click on it and use the tools. Okay, so I want to create my front end something like this. Okay, so this is just a header. Okay, so in this header there is one home link. Okay, so by clicking on this you can go to home page, and this is the login and registration button, and there's the heading, and these are some of the cards. Okay, so these are bootstrap 5 cards. Okay, so when you click on this import data or export data or any other tools, you can go to this feature and use this tool. Okay, similarly you can go back to the home page by clicking on this logo or this home URL and go to export data and use this export data feature like this. Okay, similarly we'll also be developing these tools as well in this course. Okay, so before that we'll actually first start this section with implementing bootstrap 5. And you remember we have already implemented bootstrap in our project, but we just want to make sure whether it is bootstrap 5 or something else. Okay, so to verify that, we'll actually go to home.html. Okay, so in the home.html we don't have anything because we have not implemented anything inside the home.html. It is inside import data.html. So you see we have included bootstrap CDNs, right? So this CDN contains the JavaScript and the CSS, right? But this is for bootstrap 3.4.1. I think I copied this from W3 Schools or somewhere. Okay, so if yours is also 3.4 or 4 or something, then maybe you'll have to upgrade it to 5. Okay, so how to upgrade it to 5? Just go to bootstrap 5 CDN and click on this first link, and then introduction, and then just you see this CSS and the bundle, right? Simply copy this. Before that we'll delete this thing. Okay, I'm working on this import data.html, right? So remember this one. Okay, so delete this, okay, 1, and delete this jQuery as well, 2, and then delete this JavaScript bundle. Okay, yeah, let this script be like this because in here we have custom.js, right? So here we will implement the bootstrap 5 CDN. Just copy this CSS, copy, and put it here. Copy and put it here. If you want to delete this integrity and cross origin, that is okay. All right, just you can delete it. And similarly we'll have to copy this bundle. This is a JavaScript bundle, a bootstrap bundle min.js. You can copy this as well and paste it here. Okay, you can delete integrity and cross origin. Okay, so this is bootstrap 5. Bootstrap 5. All right, so now let me run the server. Refresh. Okay, so it should be inside the import data, and you can see a few things have changed, right? Go to page source and bootstrap 5.0.2 is being loaded. Okay, so that's about implementing bootstrap 5. And next thing, if you go to export data, you still see that bootstrap 3 is loading, right? Bootstrap 3 is loading, right? Here you see in the view source export data, bootstrap 3 is loading, 3.4.1 is loading, but we don't want that. What we want is bootstrap 5 here as well. Okay, so there comes a topic called template inheritance. Okay, so if you look at this code, import data.html and export data.html, okay, let's compare these two files. So here there is a common things, right? For example, if you go to import data.html, So this doc type HTML and this title and some other things, you see the script is common, and here also doc type, title and the script is common, right? And we implemented Bootstrap 5 in this import data, but in the export data it is still like this. Okay, so in Django we have a feature called template inheritance. So this will help us to put together all our commonly used HTML elements in one base HTML file. Okay, so that we use that base HTML everywhere in the page wherever we want common elements to be loaded in the page. Okay, so that's why we use base.html. Okay, so let me show you this page, and you see every page has three parts. So one will be the header, and other one will be the page body, and the last one will be your footer. Okay, so right now we don't have any footer, but if you're interested to put some footer in this page, then you can put it. But generally there will be three parts in the web page. One is header and the main body and the footer. Okay, so this header will load on every page. Okay, this header will load on every page. For example, you go to any of the website, you see, let me go to this Bootstrap website, you see. So I'm currently in the getting started and introduction page. If I go to download link, then you see it has gone to download page, and here the main content just got changed, but the header remained same. Okay, because we want this header to be loading on all the pages. Okay, similarly we want this header to be loading in all the pages. Okay, so that's why it's important to implement template inheritance in our Django project to eliminate repetitive codes. Okay, so let's take this as an example. Import data.html and export data.html have some similar codes, right? So what we can do is we can create one file called base. Okay, we call it as base template. All right, so we should create this base.html inside the templates folder. Okay, let's create this file called base.html. Okay, so in this base.html we are going to put the commonly used code, for example the header part and the footer part. Okay, so in all the main pages like this import data and export data pages, we will only be putting the main content. Okay, that is specifically for this particular feature, import data or export data. Okay, but whatever similar code is there will go inside this base.html. Okay, so what is the similar code? Let me go to this import data, and you see until body it is similar, and here also it is similar, right, until this body. Let me go to import data.html and cut this, okay, and put it here inside the base.html. All right, so that is called the header, or it is not a header, it is just upper part of the HTML skeleton. Okay, and then I'll save this. Okay, I'll save this base.html, and after the body what we want is we want the main content to be loaded here. Okay, we call it as block content. And once you open this block content, you should close this block content tag as also. You close this as end block. Okay, block content and end block. Here all your HTML main content will go here. Okay, will go here. Okay, so this base.html is going to load in all the pages, and then you go back to import data.html and cut these two things. Okay, cut these two, body close and HTML close, and after this end block you put it here. Okay, so we are going to load base.html in all the pages now. Let me show you how to load it. Okay, so now I'll actually go to import data.html. We have actually cut this this piece of code, right? So but we want this piece of code to be loaded in here as well, so we call it as extends inside a single quotation, call it as base.html. Okay, what we are doing inside this import data.html, we are including this, or we can say we are inheriting the code of this base.html, right? So if you don't inherit it like this, save this, and you see there is no HTML skeleton, there is nothing, right? Let's see how this import data page looks like. Go back to here and data entry and import data. Let me go to import data, and you see there is nothing, right? There is no CSV, I mean there is no CDN, there is no bootstrap, there is no nothing. It is just the simple piece of HTML code. Page source, nothing, right? So every bootstrap is inside the base.html. now we want this base.html to be inherited inside the import data.html. so that's why we do it using extends base.html. Once you extend it, then you put this code, right? This is the main content. You put this code inside the block content again. Block content is, so this code will go inside block content, and this code will go inside in this block content. Okay, so in here you can see all the HTML main content will go here, right? So you should put this inside the block content, and similarly this block content will have the main content. Now let's refresh this page. You can see once you refresh this page, all the bootstrap code has been restored from the base.html, right? So this is here body and HTML, and up till here it is loading from base.html, right? So now next what you have to do, let me take you back to the export data.html, right? Because till now export data is using bootstrap 3.1, right? Export data. Okay, so this is bootstrap 3.1, I think 3.4, right? But I want to load the base.html because I don't want to again and again write this HTML tag and all in every pages. Just want to extend this HTML skeleton once in the base.html and load this commonly used elements in all the pages. Okay, so I have implemented base.html inside the import data.html. Similarly, I'll again implement same base.html in the export data.html. Now you will see why it is very useful. I don't need this one now. Up till body I'm going to delete it. Okay, and I don't need the body as well. The only thing I need is to extend this first of all. Okay, so once you extend it, you have to put this is the main content of export data.html, right? Only this will change. In your export data, this form will change. Import data, this form will change. And if you have another web page, only the main content will change, right? So that's the reason the main content will go inside block content tag. Okay, block content tag. Once you open it, you have to close it as well. And the block. Okay, now this export data will also have the same code as this one. Let me refresh again. Okay, you can see it is now, you see bootstrap 5. Okay, why? This bootstrap 5 is included inside the base.html. Okay, so this base.html is very important, and this base.html is going to load in all the pages in the future as well. Okay, so in the next video we will design the home page. Okay, so thank you.